Hi, hello friends, welcome to our channel. In today's video, we'll be seeing Mechatronics Unit 3 Programmable Peripheral Interface. Question number 1. When a key press is found, the microprocessor waits for at least 10 milliseconds before it accepts the key as input. It is called as key bouncing. Option A is given as true and option number B is given as false. What is a key debouncing? Key debouncing means when you are pressing a key, the microprocessor waits for at least 10 milliseconds to accept the key as input. It is called as key bouncing. Okay. Option number A is given as true and option number B is given as false. So I'm going with option number A, true. Question number 2. When a key press is found, the microprocessor waits for at least 10 dash before it accepts the key as input. Option number A is given as 5 milliseconds. Option number B is given as 10 milliseconds. Option number C is given as 10 minutes. And option number D is given as 10 seconds. We know what is key debouncing. This is a key debouncing concept. The microprocessor wait for at least 10 milliseconds. So I'm going with option number B, 10 milliseconds. Question number 3. 8255 is a widely used programmable parallel input-output device. It can be programmed to transfer data under various conditions for simple input-output to interrupt input-output. What is question number 3 is given as 8225 is widely used programmable parallel input-output device. Means 8225 is not, it's just a parallel input-output device. It is used to send parallel input-output signals. Okay. Why 8255 is used means it's just a parallel input-output device, but it's not just like simple input-output device, but interrupt input-output device. Means interrupt input-output device means if you are sending an input-output signals to 8225, it cannot be it must be accepted. It cannot be waited or it cannot be postponed or something. It must be accepted. Such input-output conditions will be sent through 8225. Okay. Option number A is given as true and option number B is given as false. The given sentence was true because 8225 is a programmable parallel input-output device used for giving simple to interrupt input-output signals. So I'm going with option number A, true. Question number 3. For parallel data transfer, Option A, data is transferred as byte. Option B, data is transferred as bit. Option number C, both A and B. And option number D, none of these. In parallel data transfer type, we will be using data is transferred as byte. So BYTE. So I'm going with option number A, BY. Data is transferred as byte. Question number 4. For serial data transfer, option number A is given as data is transferred as byte, BYTE. And option number B is given as data is transferred as bit. Option number C is given as A and B, both A and B. And option number D is given as none of this. For serial data transfer type, the data is transferred as bit, BIT, bit. Okay. Question number 5. For parallel data transfer type, option number A, more number of channels are required for data transfer. Option number B, only one channel is enough. Option number C, both A and B. And option number D, none of this. We'll go with option number A, more number of channels are required for data transfer, because for parallel transfer means you are transferring some number of data at a time parallelly, but in series type you are not sending so much number of data at one time. Okay, consider this. There is some memory here. You are sending to number of this. This is a parallel type. So 1 line, 2 line, 3 line. You need number of channels. But for a series, you will be sending one by one. If there is a 1000 data, you are sending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You are sending it parallelly. But here you will be sending it one by one. First 90,000, then 999, it becomes 1000, then 999, one goes, then become 998, then like that it will go. Just for memory sake I'm saying. Okay, just for you guys to keep in your mind. That's why for parallel data transfer you need more number of channels. For single data transfer type you need a single channel or less number of channel. You need only one channel. Okay. For parallel data transfer type, I'm going with option number A. More number of channels are required for data transfer. Question number 6. For serial data transfer, option A. More number of channels are required for data transfer. Option number B. Only one channel is enough. Option number C. Both A and B. And option number D. None of this. For serial data transfer, only one channel is enough. Okay. I told you we are going to send one by one. So only one channel is enough. Channel means way. Question number 7. In parallel data transfer type, A. No need of parallel to serial data conversion for transmission and reception. Needs parallel to serial data conversion of transmission and reception. Option C. Both A and B. And option D. None of these. For parallel data transfer type, we don't need a parallel to serial data conversion for transmission and reception. Because we already have parallel, we are having a parallel connection. Because parallel connection is best, okay, in this topic. So I'm going with option number A. No need of parallel to serial data conversion for transmission and reception. Option number A. Types of ADC. We have three types of ADC, that is successive approximation ADC, dual scope ADC, and flash type ADC. And option number D is given as all the above. Since we have three types of ADC, I am going with option number D, all the above. We have just three types of ADC: successive approximation ADC, dual scope ADC, flash type ADC. So I am going with option number D, all the above. Question number 9. Which is the fastest ADC? Option A is given as successive approximation ADC. Option number B is given as dual scope ADC. Option number C is given as flash type ADC. And option number D is given as none of these. Seeing this only we can say flash. The word flash means just giving just a ray of light. In normal sense, just a ray of light moves very in high speed. Okay. So in the same sense, flash type ADC is the fastest ADC. Just for my memory sake, I'm saying you flash type ADC is the fastest ADC. You can also remember in that way. Okay, so I'm going with option number C, flash type ADC. Question number 10. The modes available in 8255A controller word format is. Option number A is given as BSR mode. Option number B is given as input output mode. Option number C is given as both A and B. And option number D is given as none of these. The modes available in 8255A control word format is. BSR mode is also available in 8255A control word format. Input output mode is also available. So I am going with option number C, both A and B. Question number 11. The methods used for communication in 8085 are. We have serial communication and parallel communication. I told you one way, and we have number of parallel parts. So we are going with option number C, both A and B. We have two methods of communication, that is serial communication and parallel communication. Question number 12. The applications of D by A converter interface with 8255. Option number A is given as temperature control. Option number B is given as air conditioning control. Option number C is given as washing machine control. Option number D is given as traffic light control. These are the applications of D/A converter interface with 8285. So I am going with option number E, all the above. D by A converter interface is used for temperature control. Temperature control, air conditioning control. Temperature control means you're just controlling the heat of a furnace or a room. For that purpose, you'll be using temperature control. Air conditioning control means similarly air conditioning control. You are setting in AC only. If the outside temperature is 32 degrees Celsius, you have to maintain it at 22 degrees Celsius or 16 degrees Celsius. We will set the remote to 16 degrees Celsius, and our room will be just kept in cooled to 16 degrees Celsius. Okay, in that applications also D by A converter interface is used. In washing machine control also, yeah, similarly in washing machine timing control, D by A converter interface is used. In traffic light control also, for 30 seconds you will be having red light, for another 30 seconds you will be having yellow light, another 30 seconds you will be having green light. In that conditions we'll be also using, for converting the time conversion we'll be using D by A converter interface with 8285. So I'm going with option by E, all the above. Hope you guys like this video. Thanks for watching guys. Bye.